The men's 100-meter finals will be going miles to see who will win the 100-meter finals at the World Championship. Will it be Kishane Thompson, Kenny Bednarek? Will it be Oblique Seville? Or will it be the protagonist? I'm kidding, the antagonist for Jamaicans, Noah Lyles. This event is, of course, worth going miles to see. This is the big race of the event. And of course, you would have noticed I didn't really do a comprehensive review of the women 100 meters because that is a bit more straightforward than the men 100 meters. Now, in the men's 100 meters, they are, in my estimation, all of four different men who can win this event. And of course, there are other men in this event who can upset if these four men are not careful. Now, remember some years ago, a random dude from Italy, well, he's really American, but yeah, random dude from Italy won the 100 meter, right? And this random dude is nowhere to be seen again since that. So of course, we have seen upset in the past and we can definitely see upset again in the future. So we can see upset in this event. But as far as I'm concerned, in terms of the 100-meter event, the persons who can win this event, in my estimation, would mainly be Kishane Thompson, Oblique Seville, Kenny Bednarek, of course, Noah Lyles, Courtney Lindsay, and that's practically where it stops. Of course, persons from Ghana might be saying, hey, what happened to Abdul Rashid Saminu? Well, and Akani Simbeni, of course, I expect a few more persons to PB in the World Championship and be able to showcase their ability. Now, let's start by looking at those five persons that I spoke about having chances. And let's start with the least of the apostles. Courtney Lindsay might feel offended by me calling him the least of the apostles. But, of course, probably he will be saying, oh, someone giving me a chance to win this event. This 26-year-old Rock Island, Illinois native has a personal best of 982 run at the Eugene Trials, and he also can do 1971 in the 200 meter. He doesn't have a medal at the World Championship or at the Olympics so far, but he has been progressing nicely as an athlete. And once you're progressing nicely as an athlete and you have the mentality to go with it, you can definitely be a danger to all. That 1082 at the US Championship will show that if he can improve his standard a slightly improvement, he definitely can be there on the podium when it is all settled. Now, Courtney Lindsay is someone who last season he was at 997, but the pre-season before that, remember, he did 989 at the NCAA Divisional Championship in Texas, right? So this is someone who have been on the 99 before and has shown that he is a fast runner. He is an NCAA champion, right? So you have to keep Courtney Lindsay on the right side. Then, of course, there is Kenny Bednarek, Noah Lyles' biggest enemy on the track. Now, Noah Lyles, someone that Jamaican hates, but Jamaican don't have anything against Kenny Bednarek. He is a decent fellow, but I don't know him. Yeah, just making joke based on his running with Noah Lyles. He has a personal best of 979. And with that personal best, if he's able to replicate that 979, he will have a chance of winning the 100-meter finals. Remember, last year, if memory serves me right, it was won in 10:79 in a two-way shake between Kishane and Noah, both running the same exact time of 9:79. So running 9:79 is indeed a good time and a good run for Kenny Bednarek to win the national trials in a personal best. Now, we have seen Kenny, right? Kung Fu Kenny more as a 200-meter runner. 1967 is his personal best in the 200 meter, and of course lots of persons will have him as a medalist for the 200 meter. I'll be reviewing the 200 meter at a later date. Now, Kung Fu Kenny has been progressing nicely as an athlete. He is definitely in a lot of persons. I've seen even takes on Twitter having Kenny Bednarek in his equation in terms of persons that can win medal. He is the same age as the previous guy that I was talking about. Now, Kung Fu Kenny, native of Oklahoma originally, he does have medals. Of course, silver medal in the 2022 Eugene Championship in the 200 meter, and he have Olympic 200 meter silver medal and Olympic silver medal twice. So that would be Tokyo and Paris. Now, he have won the Diamond League twice as well. But in terms of Olympic and World Championship, he has the pedigree, and he definitely has the ability in order to win this event. And we've seen him progress nicely over the years in terms of his performances in the 100-meter event. Last season, his personal best was 987, but back in 2021, he was doing 989. So he's no stranger to fast time, and he does have championship pedigree. 3 championship medals so far shows how good he is. Now, let's talk about Noah Lyles, public enemy number 1 in Jamaica. Noah Lyles. What can I say about Noah Lyles? Public enemy number 1 in Jamaica. Now, Noah Lyles' personal best is 979 on the 100 meter, the same exact time as Kenny Bednarek, which, if you give Noah Lyles a chance, you have to give Kung Fu Kenny a chance as well. You will say that Noah has a big championship pedigree. So too does Kung Fu Kenny, because he have gotten silver medals when no one expected him to get silver medals. So, put some respect on Kung Fu Kenny's name as well in the 100 meter. Now, Noah has won the 100 meter at the Olympic Games, and he has won the 100 meter at the World Championship Games. He has not won a 200 meter at the Olympic Games, but he has won a 200 meter at the World Championship. Noah believes that he is currently the face of track and field. He has a chip on his shoulder, he has a point to prove, and he has not had the best of season based on his ability and his, what I would say, boastful attitude and behavior. But public enemy number 1 will definitely be one that you have to keep an eye on for the 100-meter finals. And of course, we come to Oblique Seville. I did an entire video on Oblique Seville that you should not underestimate the chances of Oblique Seville. Oblique Seville, former Calabar athlete, former Ormond athlete, I believe. This young man, under the tutelage of Glenn Mills at the Racers Track Club, has been showing persons that he is no walkover in the 100 meters. Yes, he's yet to medal, but this season I've been seeing him doing things a bit differently. He is running Diamond League event. He's now taking the 200 meters serious. Oblique Seville, the shortest 100-meter runner, if he is to win the 100-meter to win. Of course, Glenn Mill would have coached the tallest. Fun fact, did you know that Shericka Jackson is taller than Oblique Seville? Anyway, let's not dwell on Oblique Seville heights. Oblique Seville will rise to the occasion and stand tall amongst all of these individuals on the podium. I'm expecting Oblique Seville to win the 100-meter event. Let's see if he can definitely show that he has the ability to win the 100-meter event. What really convinced me that Oblique Seville has the ability to win the 100-meter event was at the national trial, when he was feeling an injury, he ran despite the advice given to him that he should not have run based on the information that I would have gotten, right? And he came out of the block very slow. He did not have his bullet start, and yet he ran past people. His top end speed is coming along nicely. Oblique Seville top end speed is coming along nicely, and if he can have his trademark start with that top end speed, he is going to be running 9.6, and running 9.6 right now, Kishane Thompson seems to be the only man capable of running 9.6. If Oblique can run 9.6, he will definitely be the gold medal winner. Now, I know you're going to be saying, of course, we have been here before with Oblique. We have given him chances after chances, and he flattered to deceive, and many of us thought that Oblique Seville would be the next greatest thing. Okay, you guys have a fantastic point. I too am disappointed that Oblique Seville has not managed to deliver in the manner that we believe that he would have delivered in. But I do understand track and field, and I do know that we were expecting Oblique Seville to win in events when he was not the best athlete in those events. Those would have been upset, in my opinion, and basically we were looking for a savior since Usain Bolt retired, and we believe that Oblique Seville would have been that individual. He did well, even though it was disappointing to finish fourth in those events that he finished fourth in, and I believe now that he has improved, and naturally if someone is finishing fourth and improve, then he should be medaling. Lots of person though thinks that his inability to not be on the podium is mental more than physical. No, I believe it's physical, and he has improved physically, so he will definitely be on the medal podium. Will he be winning the 100 meter? Time will tell. And now, last but not least, is a man by the name of Kishane Thompson. Now, Kishane Thompson doesn't have a big high school reputation. In fact, most persons, if you ask them 5 years ago about Kishane Thompson, they'll say, Kishane who? Now this young lad, with a personal best of 9.75, was not an household name until just a few seasons ago. He came out of the blue in 2023 and did 9.85. Or was it 980 something at the national trials, and then after that we didn't see him coming back for the final. And of course his teammate from his club, Rowan Watson, won that trials, and the rest is history. Kishane Thompson has surpassed Rowan Watson, and Kishane Thompson now has the hope of a nation on his back. He has now brought his personal best down to 975, and amongst all the men who are running in the 100 meter, he definitely has the best personal best. Now, we have not seen him run the 200 meter in quite a while. His personal best is 20.92 in the 200 meter, and that was when he was running 10:21. So naturally, he could bring that down to a sub 20. But the 200 meter is not the race that we're discussing. Kishane Thompson, in his first attempt, lost the 100 meter finals by a whisker, finishing in the same time as the winner. Now that is championship pedigree. Your first shot at the 100 meter crown at the Olympic, you finish second in the same time as the winner. Kishane Thompson does show that he is the real deal, and he lost to the defending world champion. What does that tell you? That you cannot underestimate Kishane Thompson, and even though I'm probably predicting Oblique Seville to win the 100 meter based on what I've been hearing coming out of the camp, Kishane Thompson can definitely beat Oblique Seville. He does it over and over, and in my opinion, he will beat Noah Lyles. So I'm expecting for the 100 meter the winner to be Oblique Seville, just ahead of Kishane Thompson, and then for third, Kung Fu Kenny. Anyway, this has been my preview of the men's 100 meter finals that will take place on Sunday morning. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Peace out for now.